everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Now, I have jumped ahead quite a lot. Still within the same year as the last episode, but what's happened is, or the new year I should say, yeah, we've added a couple of additions to it. So I didn't show the video of us placing this here because, well, we knew where it was going to be put. The other thing as well is I cut this here field and collected all the grass from it and offloaded it into that silage muck over there. So let me just quickly go over there. So it's currently covered and it's fermenting at the minute, so it's only being done. What I'd done was, it was a bit awkward having to keep dumping it with the forage harvester, or forage wagon should say. So what I done was I took that conveyor and I parked it just on the outside here, so, and had it pointing in here. So all I did was drive up to it, unload it, and then continue going round, so I didn't have to reverse the trailer in, tip it and drive it forward, all that sort of crack. But I don't think I'll do that again because, well, it's not great. It's sloped like this here, and it was very hard to compress this bunker. So if I was doing this again, what I would do is I would unload as I was driving forward and then compact it and keep doing that as offload. It's just the only thing is, it's no, there's so much offloading. If I was doing it again in future, I wouldn't use the forage harvester that not forage, I keep calling it forage harvester, it's a wagon. I wouldn't use the one that I got, which was, I think it was this one here. I wouldn't get that again, far too small, and I would get this one here instead. And it comes with the silage additive. It's just a lot better, so you don't have to do too many runs, because I think I done something like 20 runs, because you had to do like 2 per lane nearly. And there was so many lanes. I think there was like 10 or so lanes in it. And there's some of that silage additive there, just sitting there in it. So yeah, there's quite a lot in there. There is currently, I think it was like 700,000 litres. Let me just double check. Yeah, go down to silage. That's manure, that's slurry. Silage. Oh, well, apparently we have none in storage, which is a wee bit weird. Maybe it's because it hasn't been actually made yet, and it's fermenting. Yeah. Okay, that's alright. Anyway, so that's what's happening here. This is currently April. We have sold all the other stuff as well, which gives me the ability to buy all this here stuff. So the cheese has been sold. We got 100k out of that. So nice to know that you get 100k a year. Sold the clothes. And sold the planks haven't been sold yet. They're not due until July. Let me see now. I've reprinted out my sheet and it's in alphabetical order. So we're looking for planks or we're looking for furniture. So we go to F furniture, which is June. So it's June before, so May, June. So 2 more months. Up here, yeah, I added this bit of pat. I just need to smooth it out. Up here, we'll just take another quick look at the field. This is currently wheat. So let me see, wheat. So the yield bonus is 95%, which is very good. 96, and sort of been around those regions. If you go more into the middle of it, yeah, it sort of goes up and down. Not too bad. And it's 100% fertilized, so we can continue going up, which gets harvested in, let's see, wheat. Wheat is harvested in July and August, but because we planned it in October, it'll be August before we can harvest it. Then once we're on August, the next thing that we could plant in there is, well, we can do canola. Let me see now, it's August. So we can do grass, we can do oilseed radish, we can do poplar. But yeah, what I would like to do is sugar, because we can take sugar to that there, to the cheese. Not to the cheese, it'd be very sugary. What is it? What is it we're looking at? Was it chocolate or something you can make? Yeah. So you can just make 15 with that. 3 to 2. That would probably be better. Butter would probably be better. So chocolate would be good as well if we could make that. But that's 2400. Yeah, that's right. Because that gives you 480 cycles a month. This gives you 1200. So chocolate would be very, very good. And we are producing that much milk that we're actually like over storing it. So if you look at there, we're currently at 90,000 litres, and in the tank up there on the milk, I think there's about 10,000 litres in it as well, so we're going to need a second facility soon enough, or if we can switch it to doing chocolate instead, that'd be very good. So I think what we'll do is we'll trial in the next one, and it has got me thinking as well, just in terms of planning. So this field here is used for, well, it was used for cotton. However, I am now actually thinking of turning that from cotton into something else. Maybe just into grass, because of how hilly it is and just how hard it is to pull machinery about. Whereas this field here and that next one over there, that's not being used for anything at the minute. Well, no, we haven't bought it yet. Could be used for the likes of doing cotton and like other crops, because like this is just used for grass, whereas that there is used for like cotton and other resources. However, this one here is horrible for like cotton and stuff, whereas it's beneficial for like cotton and different things, where it's just easier to plant, easier to just pull different tools behind it. Whereas that there, all you need is a mower. If that was grass, all you would need is to mow it, like do other things, but it's just far too hilly, and there's an island has developed in the middle of it. I don't know how that's happened. So yeah, that's my plans anyway, of changing that into just pure grass. I don't know, it's hard to say. It's just, the tools are so slow going up and down it, whereas it'd be beneficial on this. So we will be buying this next field over here. So let me just go to P and we'll show it. So go to farmland. So the next bit we'll be buying is this piece of land here, which is 222,000, and then this one after here. So we need about 500k to buy these two pieces of land. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to merge them into one big field. So what we'll do is we'll alternate, so cotton one year, and then like some sort of like grain the next, or like say for example like sugar cane or something. We'll just alternate as we go along. So if we were to do cotton, let me see, cotton is planted in February and March and harvested in October and November. And if we were to do sugar cane, it's also put in March and April and harvested in October and November. So we can alternate between the years. It's very good. So in between that time, so say for example you harvest it in October, November, you could put grass in it, but that's not beneficial, so we'll say no to that. We'll say October. Grass is the only thing that gets planted during that season, so it's a no. So there's nothing going to be going between it. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. Okay, so that's the thoughts anyway, but for now we're just going to keep that the way it is on this here until we get them next two fields. So this silage here, what's going to happen is we're going to buy a forge wagon eventually, the largest one we can get, which is the let's see, where is it, 132,000, this one here, just because of its size. So that will do everything from your grass to your hay to your, I think that's like chopped corn or whatever, and then your straw, I think that's manure, and that's your silage. So it can do pretty much everything, which is handy for the manure, because what I was thinking was we're not going to be selling the manure or the slurry anymore, because it's just not selling, and it's not worth taking it over and back, wasting time over to the biogas. So instead we're going to be buying two new tools, and those two new tools we'll be buying is a manure spreader and a slurry tank, and they're going to be used to fertilize the fields. So the manure spreader is just going to fill up with manure. That's going to do smaller fields, and then the slurry tank is going to do larger ones, and we are going to get some of these big ones here. So like this here big setup here is 36 meters, and this big tank is 202,000, and then the manure spreader as well for spreading the manure, and that's 156,000. So some nice equipment to buy. I would like to get. Would like to buy a planter. There's so many things I would like to buy, but for now we're just going to rent them. So whenever we go to fertilize, we just rent out the slurry tank, fill it up, use it, and then just lease back. Because I've worked it out that it would take many years to pay it off, and I don't know if I'll be playing the game that long, to be honest, for it to pay it back. So I'd rather just save up. But yeah, those are the things that we would like to get used. But that silage over there, that's going to be picked up and is going to be taken over to the cows as, for use. However, I would like to sell it as well to the animal dealer. And the best place to sell it, let's have a look. The best place to sell silage. Oh, gone past it. Silage. Best place to sell it. Well, it depends. Does that show price fluctuations? Oh. So if I go 342 and I go to this one, that's 342. Best time is in January. Best time is in January. It's 342. Yeah. So it's 342 a litre, I think. No, it's not that much. That'd be a substantial for us. I think that's per 2,000 litres. I wish it came up with like a value. No, like 342 per and then 1 KL, which would mean that you would get that per litres. But anyway, there is over 700,000 in that. So 700,000. We'll say 700 times 343. Let me do quick math. If that is the case, if it isn't in 1,000 litres, so let's say let's get the calculator. So we'll do 700 times what was it? So 342. 239,000 worth of stuff there, and that's all just from that field. All that there is just from that. So silage is pretty good. And it'd be very tempting to turn that on into silage as well, but we'll see what happens anyway. But it's good that cotton, once cotton gets going, it's no throughout the year, and you get a lot of money out of it. So yeah, you won't be long adding up. But we do need to keep. We do have enough silage bales that whenever that ferments, we will actually sell it all. And this is a trial just to see how much we'll get, because we have enough up there to work away. And in fact, I'm just gonna quickly go up there. Yeah, we have tools up here. I just want to check to see what the levels are on. So milk is 0 because we've filled it up. But let me see what's in here at the minute. It's only 6,000 litres. I thought it was 10. It's only 6,000 litres, but still only 4 until it fills it up to the brim. If they give it a couple of months before it ends up filling up that place completely. We've got enough bales there and enough bales here. I surely have enough bales here. I thought all this here was hidden, but it's not. So there's loads there. So that's good. We can actually sell all that stuff. Yeah, good to know. Anyway, so this episode we are going to fast forward to, well, we're in April. So what I've done is I've developed up my sheet. I'm wondering if you can see this here all right. So I'm gonna hold it up here. So this is the sheet here. So it'll probably hide it in front of it. It'll probably like gets rid of like obstacles and stuff in front of things. Like where my face is. So you probably can't see it, but if you can, it is pretty much what you see here. In terms of like let me see this page here, the one with the calendar. So it's all this. It is all this information here, and then what it has is the best times to sell all the stuff. So originally the way it went was on the bottom column I just put in all the stuff, like all the products in the game and when you can sell them, the best time to sell them. But I've improved on it, and so what I've done is I added on another column next to it. So first column I've alphabetically ordered it, so now it's easier to see where everything is. And then the second column I've organized it by month. So for example, we're on April, so I know looking at April we can do clothes, fabric and wool. And then when we go to May we can do total mixed ration, but since we don't have any of that, there's no need to sell it. Then we go to June and it's furniture, olive oil and planks. So things like that, it's so easy. So whenever we're on the month before we skip to the next month, we look at it and say, have we sold all that stuff? And we quickly check. So we just go down to here and not that one, this one here, and we quickly go down and say, oh yeah, we've got 47,000 litres of straw. And then if we go to straw, let me see, straw is December, so it's very easy to see whenever things that need to be sold. So that is pretty much that. So April, we go to May, and we can go straight to June, so we can skip 2 months. So let's do that. 2 months is usually enough. If we do 3, the cows haven't been getting straw, so I usually do 2 at a time, give them straw, and then do another 2. It's a wee bit slow, but it does the job. There's that much milk in the dairy as well that we don't need to worry about it running out. I think it'll take a full year for it to completely run out. And we'll do another one. And this takes us on the June where we can go and sell all the furniture. So let's go get my controller. I'm gonna go around and collect all this stuff. Right. There we go. So what I usually do is I go around and like collect all this other stuff here. So I need to, oh gee. For some reason I can't change the, that's weird. I can't seem to change the oh, because I have stuff loaded, I forgot. So it's Euro panel, that's okay. I'm just gonna leave that there. Load this here up. So what I do is I collect all this here first and I offload it into the pallet storage. I do need to get a re-road up here or something. But that's future work, I don't have to worry about now. I filled up that card as well, so that's good. Just gonna hang about here in case there's more. Sometimes it takes a while for it to come through. No. And we go and collect the cheese. I have a load of wool there as well. So we'll collect the cheese. And I do need to smoothen that bit out there. It's just a large sort of divot there. There we go. So now we're going to take that and put it in the shed. On offload. Loads of stuff planted there just down here at the bottom. I don't know why it's done that. Because the tools are set off to start from there, so they don't go back on themselves, so I don't know how that's happened. Well, at least they're not supposed to anyway. So what I've started doing now is just, you know, drive in here, reverse, and drive out. And that's that. So I'm going to go up here now and collect the wool. So we'll collect that and then we'll take it down to the cotton and then we'll go and sort out the cows. There we go. What do we like on food yet? As long as we have hay bales. So I'm gonna drive down here and drop it in. So I've just been dropping all this one in here. Oh. There we go. So that keeps it going for a while. And now we'll fly up here to the shed where we'll go and fill up the and I'll check everything. But yeah, I am liking this here. It's a lot better, and then the drive over here is a lot better as well. As you can see, we're everywhere you need to go. Oh, need to get that a wee bit over off center. There we go. The other thing I've started doing with this here as well is unloading, offloading, unloading, offloading while I'm in here, because it spasms out whenever it's in here. There we go. So what I do is oh god, that scared me there for a wee bit. So I unload a bit and then do that because it hits off the ceiling. See, like that there. So it is, I put it down and then lift it up again because it spasms out and I don't want the truck and all to go flying off the map. Oh, that's it. So that's usually enough anyway. I think we'll need more straw soon, so whenever we harvest that stuff, it'll be ready. Need to make a wee turning circle in there. Alright, this is gonna freak out here. There it goes. We've been ready for that now for a while. So we go around to here, so we've got another 17,000 litres. Yeah, so we'll be full now here. Yeah, that's it. June, let me check now. So we have wheat. Harvest time is July and August. So it'll be August, so 2 months. We're cutting it very, very fine. No, that should be alright. No, that should be okay. Getting mixed up. Alright, let's drive some of this here in. Also, I need to. Oh, I forgot to check as well. This place has definitely ran out of yeah, mineral feed. So let's go buy some more of that. I usually buy about mineral feed. I usually buy about 12 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. So it costs about 1,000 each. So go and pick that up and we'll offload it here. That usually does about a year. Because I think it uses about 1,000 a month. I try not to stack it too much. Although it probably doesn't do any harm. So we'll go and get this first. In fact, let's sell the furniture before we do, because we might need to go that direction anyway to the shop. Let's check to see. Look. Furniture. There we go. Not enough space. It's okay. We'll go and use that. No, we can't take the trailer, so we'll have to do a few loads of this. It's done that weird stacking thing again. I know we can definitely get more on this. Yeah, that's as much as we're going to get on it. Yeah, that'll do. Let's take it on down anyway. Actually, before we do, we need to check to see where the best place is to sell it. The last place we want to do is take it somewhere it doesn't get enough. Furniture. June. Best place 39. Oh, down here, okay. Kinda on the way. At least we don't have too far to sell it. Interesting to see how much we get out of this. Oh, there's a load of it. Right, so I'm just gonna write this down. So that was 63,265. 63,265. Furniture. I'm gonna add this up. Just curious to see how much we get a year, because I don't think I've done this before. Alright, let's go pick up that TMR, or that, I don't know what we call that stuff. And we'll give it to the car, into the cars, and then we'll go and collect the rest of them pallets. I'm interested to know how much we'll get. The trees are good, but they're not, time-wise, they're not really worth it. But I do enjoy doing it, so that's the only thing that makes it beneficial. So we're cutting down trees and taking them to the sawmill. Oh, that's the wrong thing, I forgot. It is big bag pallets. Thought it was big bag pallet. Ah, it's Euro pallet overloaded. There we go. There should be enough there to do the whole year. So I'll offload it anyway. I need to check to see if the cow's health down to 0. If it is, that's not good. Because whenever they're down to 0, it's not producing that much milk. Although we are on a lot of milk. Next time we can plant the sugar cane. Is it sugar cane or sugar beet? Well, it's the same time anyway, so I think sugar cane. It's March and April, so yeah. Not too far away. March and April. So we'd like to add it in there and change from cheese over to the chocolate. And chocolate is sold in January as well as the cheese. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's the same time. So if we have mixture of pallets, we can just take them. There we go. Alright, just I'll let it offload there. Just need to offload it here. Just wait for that all to disappear. That's all going. That's alright. Leave that to it. Let's check the health of the cows. If it's down at 0, it's not good. Yeah, so they haven't been fed for a month. I forgot to check that. Let's go and get some more furniture here. But it's definitely over 100k anyway, that's good. Let's see. Need to change the loading type here. Your pallet. There we go. Let me add the two things together. Might not actually get 100k out of this. Maybe well, I don't know. There we go. Right. 59324. 59324. Add the two of them together. So that is 59324 plus 63265. 122k. It's very nice. And we don't have to do really anything for that. That's 122k we get a year. I know we've done all the work in it in the past, but all we literally have to do is just drive up to it, collect all the stuff, and that's it. And we have so many planks that's guaranteed for at least 10 years in game. So we get 1 million and probably less that time, so it's good to know. So we're on 28 minutes on currently video time, or that's what's coming up here unless I cut stuff. Trying to think of what else that needs to be sold. So we're currently in June. So let's have a look at June. We got furniture, olive oil and planks. That's it. Yeah, so nothing else gets sold. We don't need to collect anything else. The animals have been fed. Yeah, so we can go June, July, August, and the time to wait is September, October. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 months and go on to that. But what we'll do is in the next video I'll just go to the part where we have the wheat grown and we'll go and get that harvester and harvest it up, and hopefully let's check the oh, it's at 100%. So when do we sell this? Silage, January. There's a 78731, so it's actually nearly 800,000. Why is that not uncovering that? Maybe it's in sections, is it? That's really weird. That's really weird. So it only does the maybe it's, yeah, it only opens up partially. Yeah, that's alright. So it's January before we go to sell that. So anyway, let's skip on the months, and what I'll do is I'll just start the next episode whenever we get the harvester. We'll get all the straw and stuff and load up the barns and different things, and then we'll sell this here in January. So hopefully we'll do all that in the next episode. Okay, so that's it for this here episode. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any comments or any suggestions, do drop them down below. Or visit the Discord channel, that's linked in the description. Follow the Discord channel for the schedule as well as the information board. They'll be able to see what games we're playing as well as when those games are coming out onto YouTube. If you're enjoying the content, do consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and drop a like if you enjoy what you see. As you know, I really appreciate it, and it shows what people are interested in the most. And as you know, I'll try and focus on those areas a bit more in the future. But other than that, thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.